start off with a bit of subliminals, as always. Hello, good morning. Sort of nice to see you, ish. Let's get that right. I have no idea what I'm going to say today, to be honest. No idea at all. I haven't come on with a intention of saying anything. I know I can't do the live at the minute. Not in the right headspace to do the live, sorry. I will erupt. If just one single hater comes in, I'm likely to just see red and say and whatever things that I shouldn't probably say. And I know that in advance of myself, because I recognise where I am a bit mentally with all what's going on. And I recognise that the first thing I will do is want to punch them in the face, whoever it is, no matter how old they are, no matter whether it's the 80-year-old Jimi Hendrix or whoever it is. That's just at the moment anger is what I feel, as well as sad a bit, but I feel angry at receiving so much hate mail, and it takes a toll when people don't give up. You know, what are you supposed to do when I mean, I got a tirade of abuse and give it to John and said, look, John, sort this guy out. I don't even want to talk to him. It's just nasty. And John comes back to me and goes, I've checked it all out and we refunded him. And the bloke won't have it. What do you do? There's nothing you can do. And they just keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on. So like I say, the hate mail and stuff, it just don't stop. And by the way, I'm not doing this video. Yeah, that's probably where I ought to start, I suppose. I'm not doing this video as Ian, TGBCH. I'm doing this video as Ian, just a bloke, just an ordinary bloke, just a human being that gets affected like anybody else. Bit subliminal. You see, even that, even in the face of defeat, even though I know I'm beat, I'm smashed up, almost impossible to stand up again, I still got to do it, and I still got to do it. That's a part of me I sometimes don't like. I just won't give up, won't stop. A bit like the Jimi Hendrix of this world, I won't stop. So on the one hand, can I blame them? Can I blame them for all that nastiness and hatred and all the rest of it? On the one hand, no, because if you really are fighting for something you bought for your grandson, Christ on a bike. I mean, I expect people to not let go of something, but, you know, if that was really the case, then come to an arrangement. Let's get you sorted. Instead of that, it's just nastiness after nastiness after hatred after hatred after hatred, and it does take its toll. I couldn't do the live video yesterday, and I can't do one today. My head, the space that my head is in, whatever that means, it's not a good one. I had a full and proper conversation with Fran yesterday, and I'm lucky, you know, I'm lucky. I've been with a therapist for 21 years. Excuse me. And she don't muck about, you know, she knows her job. So she just looked across the room at me and she started asking me a couple of questions, and I knew what she was asking me. Pardon me, in a roundabout way. She's asking me if I feel suicidal, you know, is that what's going on? Am I having suicidal thoughts and anything like that? She started feeling a bit scared. And all I can do is I try so hard to be straight and honest, even in my own personal life, not just business and what I say on videos and things like that, but I try really hard. And I try really hard in my relationship, to be honest. And, you know, in that sense, I can't do anything else but say, yeah, I am. I am having suicidal thoughts. I am having those kind of thoughts. But no different to a lot of people in my position. Like when we first started talking about this virus and everything, and people just could not comprehend it. I don't think many people would be able to comprehend the amount of people, men and women, of all ages, in my position right now. In my position right now, where they're like, I mean, we all know, I was on a downward spiral anyway, so I am one of the people that can't, with all conviction, point at the virus and say it's your fault. You know, out of all the businesses that are going bust, I can't do that with a straight face, and you know it, because I was on a downward spiral anyway. The virus, all I can do is point at the virus and say, you bastard, you finished me off quicker than I wanted to be, or quicker than I was ready for. That's about the only thing I can point at the virus, me personally. You finished me off. I can't blame it. But there's a lot of other people out there, whether they can blame it, whether the virus was the cause of their business going under right now, or whether or not they're the cause of it, or whether or not something else was the cause of it. Let me tell you, there are thousands and thousands of people right now in our country having suicidal thoughts. Thousands and thousands. I'd go as far as to say tens of thousands. That's subliminal. But who would believe that? Who's going to take notice of that? Not many people, not yet, not till it starts happening. It's nice to see that they've started taking notice of the refugee camps. I'd like to see them take notice of the homeless soon, in our country and the rest of the world. So, yeah, so we're talking yesterday, and yeah, I have got those thoughts. However, as I said to her, it's all right, you ain't got to worry, because I'm not going to kill myself. Even though I know it takes an unbelievable amount of strength for a person to kill themselves. You know, it's not the easy way out like everybody says it is. The only people that say it's the easy way out are the people that haven't done it. You don't get anybody coming back from the dead going, yeah, it's the easy way out, that is. The only people that say it's the easy way out are the people that can't do it. People like me. People like me belittle that. Because people like me don't have the courage of my convictions. People like me don't have the spunk that it takes to just... And yeah, it's so easy, isn't it? But people like me don't have that kind of courage. And so we belittle it. We think of it. And then we say, oh yeah, but that's a coward's way out and I'm a fighter. At the moment, I think that would take more strength to do that than it would to fight. But as I was saying to her, it's all right, I'm not going to kill myself. And I might, you know, have those thoughts. But my thoughts are more because of my illnesses now. And what I said to her was that if I went to the doctors now, the way that I feel now, and I don't know if this will be true, who knows, until you go to the doctors. We can all talk a good fight. We can all say, yeah, this is what I would do, yeah. I don't know what I would do, but the way that I'm feeling right now in my mental state, if I went to the doctor and he gave me the news that he gave me last time, I'd smile at him and say, thank you. Job done. I don't have to do it, because I can't do it. I couldn't do that consciously and walk away from Fran or Casper or my grandchildren or my children, mum, you know, friends that I've got. And then of course you spread that out, you know, you're not just doing it to them, you're doing it to everybody that you know, all your customers, all your investors, all the rest of it. Nice, easy, clean break though. You know, you can't deny that. You can't you can't fault somebody for thinking that, for having it come into their mind and process that. It's a clean break, isn't it? Solves a lot of problems. I mean, it leaves behind a serious load of problems, doesn't it? But it causes a lot of problems too. And it causes a lot of upset and a lot of hurt, and you damage people. And you're not damaging people for 5 minutes. Well, that you are, because it's all over then for you, but it's not for them. For them, it just goes on and on forever, and they have to live with it. And I'm logical enough, elementary thinking, logical thinking, sensible enough to sort of see that and understand that. I understand the damage it would do to other people. And like, on the one hand, I wouldn't want that on my conscience, but what conscience? You haven't got a conscience anymore, you've cut your throat, you're gone. Swallowed a load of tablets, done whatever you've done, you've gone. So you haven't got to worry about that. But I worry about it before it happens, because I can see it all playing out like a video in my head. And I can see all the damage that it does. The easy way out would be to go to the doctors and have the doctor say, you've only got like 12 months, you're knackered, mate. And then you can be grateful then. Then you can be grateful, because you could think, oh, thanks. You know, yes, there's going to be a bit of pain, because again, you're passing and it affects all these other people that you know, but it's different, isn't it? No one's angry at you then. Whereas, you know, you do it the other way, do it yourself, everybody's angry as well. But if you have it taken away from you and you have someone go, look, you know, that's it, you're done, mate, you ain't got long to go, then, like my dad, then you could go, because he was told, you've got 6 months. I remember that. I remember walking up the garden, up and down the garden, doing my cancer diary videos, talking about that. He'd just been given 6 months to live. So I, you know, that is as far as my suicidal thoughts go. In that, yes, I feel I would be grateful to get that kind of news, because it would just take all this shit away from me. It would take all the worry of all this away from me. I wouldn't have to, you know. But of course, I don't think that's going to happen. I've had the heart attacks. I've been opened up a couple of times. I've had whatever I've had happen. That didn't get me, so I'm still here. And I ain't going to top myself. I don't care. The haters. I don't care. I said to you last week, there's only one message I've got for the haters out there. Just one. And it ain't very difficult. And it ain't hard to remember either. And it's really difficult to forget. So it should be quite easy within your little hating groups to sort of pass around. Right? Are you ready? Because it's ever so simple. My message to you is that. That's what you get. I don't care. I'll fight you to the end, I don't care. I'll fight all these people to the end, I don't care. Hate me as much as you like. Send me this drivel. Keep sending me this hate mail, and it will affect me like it's doing. But I have got that little bit of common sense on my shoulder that says, just delete. Don't answer it, just delete. Delete, 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 delete. So at the moment I'm feeling a little bit sensitive. As someone said in the email, you're all upset, you're all sensitive. I am. I'm feeling a bit like that. Because I'm going to use the phrase, I'm human. Ain't no different to you. Put a knife against my skin, do that, and I'll bleed just like you. Ain't no different. Whether you're a nice person or an horrible person, I ain't no different to you. I bleed like everybody else, and I have feelings like everybody else. I can put a brave front on a lot of things, and do. But I still have ordinary, manly, humanistic, sensitive, sometimes, feelings. And at the moment, I'm feeling a bit fragile. I never thought I'd see the day where I said them words. I'm feeling a bit fragile. At which point the phone rings. That was a good time to catch me, wasn't it? Started talking about how fragile I was. That's that moment gone. So yeah, so I'm just talking about me really. I'm just, this is not for coins and stuff like that. For the moment, I know this is horrible to say, but for the moment, for yesterday and for today, and I hope that's where it goes, but maybe even tomorrow. But for the moment, at this moment, I don't give a rat's ass about coins. I don't care about coins. And for a moment, I don't care about anything. That's horrible to say, but I don't. I don't care about what I owe. I don't care about stress. I don't care about people hating me. I don't care about all this grief. I don't care about the nasty. For the moment, I just don't care. I just don't care. And I'm not putting this on people like Mr. Kendrick. Let's at least keep it polite. Mr. Kendrick, I mean, he's in his 80s. It's just, yeah, people like that are getting to me, but it's the moment, it's the time, it's right now, it's the sense of loss, it's the sense of frustration, not being able to do anything. It's knowing, absolutely knowing, that the equivalent of people jumping out of windows is going to be happening. Like a stock market crash, and when there's a stock market crash, the cameras are there in America and they're all jumping out of high-rise buildings, all committing suicide because they all know their life is just about over. And I see the same things they see, and I feel the same things that they feel. I'm just not ready to jump out the window. I keep fighting for my house. I keep fighting for me partner, and I keep fighting for me dog Casper. And for as long as I can, I'll keep fighting for customers, and I'll keep fighting the Mint, and I'll keep fighting 288 Group, and I'll keep fighting for the investors, and I'll just keep fighting. But I'm knackered. So right now, I don't give a monkeys about that. I don't care about that. I just feel knackered. I'm tired, really tired. Really, really tired. Tired of all that crap. And I don't know, I think that's about all I've got to say really. I just want to be honest. I said that all the way through. I said when I got angry and we had that mutiny problem, and I don't know what else to call it, Call it an internal problem, then call it or whatever you want to call it. But I said at the time, I'll show the inside to my arse out. If inside out, I'll show myself. If that's what it takes to show people that I have got a decent heart. I'm not horrible. I'm not nasty. I'm not a thief. I'm not a crook. And that means if I'm going to retain that kind of honesty, then I've got to do something like this as well, because this is how I'm feeling at the time. I can't keep coming back on a video with a big beaming smile. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like finding a way to give somebody something, or finding a way to sell something, or finding a way to do so. I don't feel like it. I can't be asked. So I'm just trying to have a couple of days in the garden and try and get my head together, try and get my thoughts together, try and get my headspace right, because at the moment I just keep crying like a baby. I just, out of nowhere, we'll be talking and then wallop, off I go. And it is a sad, sad sight to see, let me tell you. And I don't know what that's about at the minute, and I'm lucky. I've got a therapist for a partner, and she'll help me work through it, and she'll help me figure that out, because, you know, she at least knows a little bit about what that's about. It happens to people throughout life. They will get to a headspace where they'll do cry and be upset. We all do, don't we? Don't we all get there sometimes? I can't be the only one. I know I'm not the only one. So anyway, for those of you that watch this drivel, thanks very much. And I'll come back and I'll have another chat, and I'll do another update and so on. But at the moment, I'm losing all the battle. Everything going on around me at the minute, and I need to feel like something's going to work. I need to feel like something's going to go right. I need to feel like I've made the right decision on something or other. Just one of these ideas that I've come up with, just something. But anyway, so there we are. Thanks very much, and we'll catch up soon. Right, and then I'll be in a better headspace, and I'll be laughing, and, you know, I'll be coming up with some ridiculous, stupid ideas. But the one thing I won't be doing is killing myself. And if there was a message that I could give to anybody watching this video that is in the same position as me, that has essentially just had their life ended. If you've just lost the lot and now you don't know what to do, and you're thinking of taking this way out, well, if what I've said so far hasn't changed your mind, I think you need to watch this again. It's not an easy way out. It is a very difficult way out. It takes a lot to do it, and you're going to leave behind a lot of damage. Don't do it. Phone me instead, and let's have a chat. 07401 008 004. If you get to that point, give me a ring. So there you go. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be fighting through. I've got my own demons to fight, and I shall fight them buggers too. And somewhere, somehow, I will come out of the other side. I know I will. I just got to see a bit of light. But I'll come out, and we'll all be right. And I want everybody to stay safe. You all stay safe, you know. even people like you, Mr. Kendrick, stay safe. This is not the time. I mean, you know, this is not even really, as angry as I got the other day, this is not the time for me to be fighting people like Ian Glenn and the Royal Mint. The Royal Mint are at this moment in time switching some of their manufacturing and making visors, safety visors for our NHS staff, and I'm trying to punch them. You know, there's something not right about that. So you know, even that's got to go on hold a bit. I should think. I've got to think about that because it don't sit right with me. As much as I've got to say against the Royal Mint, you know, they're trying to do something and they're trying to help people, and I'm trying to punch them. So if that's, you know, and these people over there in the east, they're actually slowly, oh my God, ever so slowly, but they're slowly getting the message. You know, I think we better stop shooting each other for the moment, because this virus is coming in and it don't care that we're shooting at each other. It doesn't care about you and me, Mr. Kendrick, and all the people like you. It does not care. It's going to have us anyway. People need to get that message. Stop. Stop with all the hatred everywhere. Stop with all the hatred on here and with me and with each other and out there. It's not enough time for it. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I'm not going anywhere, so I'll be back, like Arnie. All right, thank you. Bye for now.